All right, it is Sunday, November 22nd. Going over some recaps from Friday in the stock market and maybe some upcoming moves this week. Let's take a look. Friday ended some good movers. Excuse me. KXIN. So this move back in October, put in a huge wick, and fell back. See the volume on the high days. This stock they want to pump when it goes up like this. Then the down days are lower. Yeah, it came back, faded, went to the 3 line, and it really pushed it up to 7 plus. This is a great 5-minute chart. You have right here, this move up all the way to here, 325. And what do you see when you draw a line here? This is an ascending triangle. So you see it consolidating. And then right here, it got close and always to your right, an ascending triangle. So your 13 is above your 20. Look at this. And then moved up. Right at the open, shut up huge, big candle. Came back down to your 4 line. Went up again. Then we formed another, looks like a triangle right here, you could call it. Looks like a triangle 5. And then busted up all the way to, 725. So, and then looking at 10-minute right here. 10 minutes even better. 325. Consolidation and a big move to 7. This is a really strong long. And this is how you play it. This is a great long. You're 13 over your 20. Look at wraps around too. Right here. This is a long all day. There is no sell. So that's what you want to look for. This had no volume like TSI. AYRO way too choppy. TDS came down strong. You could have played at one of these candles here when you saw this low wick. So you have support right there. Maybe that low got to 51. See, they don't play it a lot of times to the line. They didn't play it to 50 and it shot up. So it wasn't a bad long, but it's tougher. GSM, not great volume, took off. I'm not sure if that candle is normal or not. That's kind of weird. It's going to shook people out. Another good long. This is LGVW. Draw this right here when it got over that line, trend line. Not bad at 1050 even. You saw it, and then you're like, okay, is it going down? Nope, came up. Kept going sideways here, and then exploded up to rate 1225, and then came back, and look at this again. Your 20s holding, and it really took off after hours. So this is another great long. And you want that wrap underneath. See that? And look at it. On the first initial move, you'll get like this. You're not sure. It could come down through, but on these that have been working, they're staying up pretty long on these. Pretty good. Like there's no manipulation here. It looks like no weird candles or like AYRO look pretty junky in that chart. OEG. DADA wasn't bad. You had one big move here, like, okay, it's out, it's breaking up. See this, not pre-market much. Over 36 and took off to 44. It's an $8 gain. Pure momentum straight up. You don't know how, you figure it might go up like this, slowly. This took off like a rocket. There's Craig. F-Tech. Here's Can. This is another one straight up. Near 375, came back to 365. Not a bad move here. And then pretty much strong momentum. And then, you took off to 425. ADEX, or IDEX, excuse me. 135. As soon as I get over here, 145 pre-market high, and then at previous high at the open, there's a nice, pretty sharp pop. BLNK. You did move all the way down here. Look at these wicks right here and here. And then we shot up to 19. then a huge shooting star wick and came all the way back. But again, look where your support is, right at that 1320 EMA, came back again, touching again, and then it took up to 2450 plus. This is a strong long. Blink charging on fire. All electric vehicle space. You have Blink, BLNK, you have FOV, you have NKLA, NEO. They're just been on fire. GMHI, this isn't a bad long either. Yeah, the volume here is not huge volume, but it's really good. These are 100,000, these blocks. It's pretty good. So this had to move right here, 1125, pull back. See, when you see this, like, oh, we're going down, these candles can shake you out because they're scary looking candles for a lot of people. 11, it's a really small candle here. Then took off, pulled back and took off again. So that was a very strong long here. And right there is another line here. See this, 1125, touch, took off right over that line. You can play the over under on that. When you see this, come back, you can play in here, that line, or over it. Some W, this was a former mover. Turn. Get on the list here, see what we got. VVXY, look at this. Gap down. This thing was like 55.60, dropped to $3. So it was a failed drug. $360, $420. The LRX over 240. Kirk 1175. It's not a bad long, almost 1350. I mean, usually your top 10, you're going to get something in here. So that was some good longs. Yeah, the SPY, like I've been saying, it feels like it's going to dump. Now, Dow Jones was down 219. Friday, minus 24. S&P, NASDAQ, minus 49. VIX was up 2370. Commodities, gold was 1871, silver 2482. Crude, 4247. Futures right now, 72. Dow, US, S&P plus 9. Tech plus 39. VIX is 2420. So we have the same move here. We've had move up, pull back, huge move up, pull back. Again, a move here, pull back again. This candle was out of place, kind of weird. And then, we're falling out of this wedge again. Where are we at? Over 80, remember that? Now we're gonna come down pretty hard. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna loop, go straight down. The 4 hours already rolling over. We're at 32, so are we gonna come to 330? 320, 325, we come to 330, that line, see this possible. That's on the SPY, look for that. You can see here, it's a moving average 1320, there's your 50, there's your 100. So I don't think we'll come into the 200. We'll probably come to this 100 again, we'll see on that. NASDAQ, here's your 50-day, here's your 100. So it's on that. Dow Jones, same thing. This is coming out of this wedge. This could come down to 28, maybe there, maybe even 27. We'll see. See this huge peak again. It's starting to come over. We're at the top of this range here. We at least need to pull back because everything's going up way too fast. VIX. The VIX is forming this sort of sideways now. It's holding at 22. You can actually see here. You can see here, MACD is decreasing. 4 hour, looks like this wants to pop. Yeah, if we really get steam, this could come to 32 again. If things really get pressure, we'll see that it should pop. UVXY, yeah, this is coming down here, sort of sideways. Again, give a trend line all the way down here. This could come up to 17, 18 possible on that. Nail. Yeah, nail has this move here, and it's this trend line's going back. This will come back to here. I think it'll bounce here and then eventually go up. That's what it looks like on that. Here's defense. You can see all these moving averages, the 50, the 100, 150, 200. It's touching here, and that's why it fell down too. You have a trend line. Yeah, this is way up here on stochastics. This would come all the way down. So it might not come down here. This might come to here, maybe 1150. We'll see. We'll see where this lands on that. And that's because Boeing line is touched now. Boeing's way up here. This could come back again around this 165 level. Here's DIN. Soxel. Hold this one too. Look at this right here. This has been a great buy. Sell. Buy. Sell. And it hugged this. There's your 100-day pretty much. And there's a trend line. These could have been, these are $100 moves. Incredible. This comes again down to 260, 270, this line, it's a definite buy. Looks like we're starting to peak a little bit, coming down on the 4 hour. So we'll see on that. You see your cleaner chart. See this? Big move down. There's your buy. There's your buy. And we'll see if this comes back. This comes back. This could come to like 260-ish. Some other plays here. AMD, that's always a good long, sort of in between there. INTX doing that. DraftKings. This could be a top here, to run really far. WKHS, I called this. Remember this? Look at the move down. Look at this wedge. Right here, fake people out. Look at this come up now. This is how you want to wedge that happen. So this, you could get in 16 or anything here, 16. Your stop really is going to be this, the low wick, 15, 13. Right there, even here, you'll see that, and you never hit. So that's your breakout. And you see this strong move. The trend has been up here, sideways up, going back. Now we're going up. This is workhorse group. So again, this is a tremendous play. You're getting here 16, almost like a $9 move possible. FE just didn't work. Now see, here's a little wedge down, like, oh, it's coming up. Didn't work. GSX, another one. Put in a hollow candle. It could be a fake out. This could come back up. This didn't fill any of the gap. AMC. PEIX. A lot of people are watching this. You had to move up, move down. Great support in these wicks. Oversold. Tried to push up on Friday. Good volume. A lot of people are calling for at least 8 to 10 plus. It's 590. That would be a tremendous move. On the weekly, see, we didn't cross over. The white needs to cross the red. That's what we had up here on the weekly. And this thing took off. Look at here. Down. It's not going straight down. It curved a little bit now. We'll see. This makes any kind of move up, even slowly, it'll start to bend and come up. It's at a 39 now. Usually 50 is your stop on a weekly. It's just going to like fake and come back down a little bit more. See on this, you have 100-day crossing right up here. That's at 5. That's a huge mark. Below that, you're really getting crushed here. This is not going to hold. And right here on this that was the normal moving average. This is the exponential moving average. This is right at 50. I'm not 50, 100. The 100 days right here. See how it crossing right at about 5. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm at here. Right about 533. See this? It held. That's why I touched and bounced up. Then you have below, again, you have the 150, but that's at 439. Looks like it wants to do this, or even slowly, and then eventually really speed up here. And you have MACD histogram. See this decreasing? Huge decrease. And stochastics is forming a divergence. See this right here? Mark that line. See it's a curve like a snake, and then it wants to go up. You have a crossover on RSI. So that was very promising here. eBay, what else we have? Called this one on Friday, GDRX, GoodRx Holdings. You had a gap, double gap, then I found support and lotus bounce right into it. This could fill, this could actually come up and probably test this trend line, maybe 48. Has really good potential. Party City Holdings, this was great. This was the move down. Look at these candles. I found support, 200 days huge. In daily charts, that is the biggest, like long-term chart. If it hits that, you have pretty much great support. And there it took off 175 all the way up to 475 with that peak candle. Then it came back. That's how strong this stock has been. GameStop, I've called this too. I said this sort of like faked out here, then again, and eventually now it's coming up. You have 50-day support right here. This could go 13, 14, 15 plus. There's Merck. Alture Group, this went down, up right there. AEP, American Electric Power, very oversold here to 6. Now you have a possible line here, maybe see this candle? We could come back up from there. Has to confirm. Dick's Sporting Goods, really weird candle. And look where support. 100 days was very strong, a lot of these charts, and came up. And you have here 5 days in a row green. Look at this. Then you have a crossover on MACD green candle, so it's another great run. In this one, it's tough to say if you're drawing your line. So if you draw this, I guess this could have been, it's usually at 53, could have been a shot. And then your support 51, or however you want to play it, 52. And here is run. It's wedge down, move up. These are fake outs. This is really tough. And then again, and then this candle. But it's sort of just grinded here, never went down. Then it's sort of wrap up your 13, 20, 13 of your 20, and then here's your 50 days being knocked down a little bit. This has potential to get to 65 plus. FSLY. HYLN. This could go towards that 30 mark. There's your 150 day right there. OSTK, this is forming a huge falling wedge right here, right here. It looks like if this can bounce out, this will really explode up. There's pick. Remember I called this at like 810? It was 1148, not a bad move. RRC didn't move much. Some of these are not big movers. BE was a great move. Look at this wedge. See, again, you had here, and then this hanging candle is hanging hammer candle, like a high hammer candle. Your 150 is crossing right here. That was support. And there's your stop, and then it kept going. So a lot of these things you're going to see, and then you're going to see, and then you're going to know how this plays out. You know what I mean? Look at this from here to here, your low to high. That's why you can't be afraid. When you see this low and you have the support here, you can see these charts over and over. And there's another one, BRFS. Look at this takeoff. BCLI, DVPR. Here's HBI Hainesbrand. This is sort of a slower mover. Yeah, MACD is getting ready to cross over. There's your 1320 day. Not sure where this could go. It's just something really try to fill, maybe 15, get to the 100 day. See what else is down the list. Parts, it's at the bottom here, this 150 day. That's why it's important. If you're looking in the daily, have all these moving averages like a 9, 5, 13, 20, 50, 150, 150, 200, because then you can see where they hit. Look how the support held on the 100. And then right here, it's not a coincidence it touched that and bounced. Everyone's looking at the same major moving averages. Here's ping, P-I-N-G. Called this one. Yeah, I thought it was going to stop. I think I had here, but then it went below. And now two candles right here. It's still over. So it's only at a 16. This could bounce up. This might go to 28 if this really gets going here. You have a megaphone, if you call it, or a widening wedge. And you'll see on that one how it goes. All right, where am I at here? Peter stuck. Let's see. All right, going through here, car. SAP had a good run, 105 to 120. TSCO still, it's got a lot of congestion right there. Redfin, Trill. No, Trill, this is another example of the falling wedge right here. This is on 2. When your stock is going up, you know, all dips should be bought unless it proves otherwise. So this one here, it held that 12 line and then took off to like 18. Top of this pattern, you have the top of your trend line, and you're playing stochastics. Look, it's low to high. It's easier said than done. When you have money on the line, it's not that easy, but you got to believe in the systems. It does work. All right, so that's good for now. Looking for some other stocks here. So it looks like pretty much it. Pretty much it. Now the other side, the bearish ETFs. You're still looking at this major like triangle here. Here's a SDL. Now this is interesting too, because this came down, see this? And bounced a little bit. They came down again, but it sort of held this line and bounced. You know, it's at a 14. This could make another shot right here. This could bounce to 18 plus again. You have a downtrend, but you have an established line here, so that's possible. SQQQ, this is more of a tighter wedge. This is in the middle, this might spot up here. QZA, another one. See this wedge? Big wedge. Very oversold. This could bounce to 12 plus. FAS. Okay, trend line, there's another one. And this is at a 10. Came down here, bounced back down. Looks like 9 support. Yeah, if this runs, this could run full this gap, 12, 13. Very oversold. The market sort of turns over. Holding lately the market. We've definitely in a downtrend. Here's socks. This is another one here. Slowed down. Bounce here at a 7. This is a tighter wedge too. See this? Extremely tight. This could break out of this trend line since May and really come up like 35 plus. ERY. This is bearish energy. The gap again. So this is really oversold, but nothing showing yet. On the other side, let's see UDAL. See, I made a line here. You want 3 points at least. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you can cross it anywhere, but you know, touch here, bounce down, touch again. If this comes down, maybe at 70 line. This is SPXL. This comes down maybe at 50 line. QQQQ, you move up, move up. This comes down maybe 120. See the TNA here. This is the top of a trend line. You could say this is up near the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. Yeah, if this comes down, this could come down again, maybe to 34-ish. We'll see here. A lot of these are very high up, and you know, pullback. I could see where this could happen. Here's FAS. Take a look at FAS. It's right near the 38.2 fibs. There's a big move up. Down, down. Another big move up. Now we're at the top of this line. When this did this, I'll pull back. Not all the way. This might pull back to 33. This could pull back to 35, 34. In our socks, we talked about this, to move up. Just below this, move up again. This comes back, you have like 260, 270-ish. So that's on that. So we're very high up. Yeah, right now, futures are up. Get back to the SPY. You know, we hit this trend line, pull back hard, and we came below, pull back hard again. I think we need to pull back again. But then this is a massive giant wedge here. Look at this wedge since 2018. You know, reached this high, came back, pulled back hard, coronavirus, came back again, pulled up here, and look what this is pointing to. Actually pointing to like January, February, maybe even before that. This might drop hard. We need a drop towards, to go to the other chart. This is the big chart. You know, we've got our moving averages in sync now. Give the 50, 20, 50, 100, 150, and 200. Yeah, this could come back to 315. If we get a real strong drop, that's what we want. A really deep drop and then come up again. I'm not sure if we get there. We've done the 100. This could come back maybe even the 325, or maybe this trend line now. It's only 2 touching points, so not necessarily a strong trend line. We're definitely overbought. And let's see here, the weekly, these are like exhausting candles, you can see here. All right, so we'll see. That's it for now. So some good day trades still happening, some great swing trades. It's really depending on which swing trade you're in. Some are working tremendously strong long. The other ones not as good. Like you might not get as great a return. So it really depends. So PEIX, I'm still looking for that. GDRX, they have good potential. And this is the other one, PDD. Look at this wedge. See, this came out. You don't know where it's going to go. Last move here is this little cross. Then it started to climb 75. Yeah, this candle wasn't much because the next day was green. So, and again, he's putting up 2 candles again, but it was green. And so you're putting in these candles, but it didn't really go hard below. This one was pretty strong, but again, once you have a line here, you have a trend line developed. So everything goes in sync with each other. Like, okay, these candles are, we're going down. Nope, we didn't do it. You have a trend line. Then this broke up, gap up. I don't know if they had earnings, and then again. So this has been this crazy long. This is actually since the IPO. Now I'm drawing this line. So yeah, this could have been like almost a double, 70, 70, what's it, 140, 150. So that is a great one. So that's it. Swing trades will work. Keep your day trades simple. Don't get too complicated with the noise out there. And peace. That's it. Please subscribe and like the channel.